Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. And for whatever reason you decided to click and view this video, thank you so much. For all those who are new here, my name is Stacy, and for those who are not, thanks for coming back. Today I wanted to do something a little different. I don't like to say that I'm doing a tutorial because I don't think that I'm that versed or knowledgeable or probably even qualified to do tutorials. But at the same time, I've learned a lot of things on my makeup journey, and I just wanted to share a couple of stuff with you guys. So I've gotten a lot of compliments for my brows recently, and a lot of people have actually asked me if I can do probably a little tutorial showing you guys how I do my brows. So that's what I want. So one thing that YouTube has taught me is that there are many different types of brow products, and again, a lot of the times you use it based on the types of brows that you have or the ultimate effect that you want. For me, really and truly, I just use pomades or pencils because it's easier for me, as well as because I don't have a lot of brows. It allows me to draw on basically what it is I want or the effect that I'm looking for. Thanks to the BoxyCharm, I've accumulated a lot of brow products, a lot of which I don't use because they don't suit me. But I've gotten brow gels, which is basically a clear gel that you use to kind of put your brows in place. Again, this is not something that I usually use, but just showing you guys, see, that is a brow video. I might as well go through the different products I have. So this basically, I think that this is more suited for people with a heavier brow or a lot of brow hairs, and you just use the gel to keep it in place or put it in place, and some people just use this alone. Me, I've used it before in the past, but it's not really my thing. Secondly, we have brow creams, which is something similar to pomade. Again, this is a BoxyCharm product that I would have gotten, and this is the Chile brand, just like the brow gel. Basically, what you have is like a cream. It's something like a pomade, but the texture is more creamy. You have a brush and you apply it just as you would a pomade. As well as I have so many different pencils, some finer points, some fatter points. Again, you use based on the result that you want. Most of the time, however, I just use a pencil, and there are so many different brands of pencils, so many different price points. It's based on what you could afford or what it is you like, because sometimes you get really good eye products at a very cheap price, as well as you get really bad products at an expensive price. So again, it depends on your preference and what's available to you. Some of the brands that I would have used in some of my videos as well would have been Caramia. Caramia has a beautiful soft pencil, and it retails for probably less than $20. Same thing with Jordana. But for the most part these days, I've been using my Milani pencil, which comes like this. It has a spoolie on the side so that you can groom your brows with it, and then it has a twist up. I wouldn't say it's a pencil because it has a creamier consistency, but it's in a stick form. As well as sometimes I use my Elegant brow pomade. Again, this is less than $100. It's very affordable. You get a lot of product, but this is not really the best product for me. Yes, I use it and I think that the end result is good enough, but most likely you'll see me go to this. If it is you're looking for something more expensive, we have ABH. I'm not sure how much ABH retails for. I've never purchased this, however I've gotten samples, and they work really well. They are waterproof and they stay for very long. Again, it's not really within my price point, but it is a beautiful product. The only problem that I have with it is that it dries out really fast, but I think that there's something that you can buy to fix that. So when it comes to application of the product, if it's a pencil, well, that's easy. You just draw it on. However, if it's a pomade, you need a brush like this, which is an angled brush. You can get this, again, different price points, different brands. Again, it's based on you, but you can go Pennywise and you'll get it probably for you might probably get one for less than $10. It's angled, which makes it easy to create straight lines, and you just use it, you put it in the product, and you just basically draw it on like you would with a pencil. Today, however, I'm using my handy dandy Milani pencil in the shade dark brown. So first of all, it helps if your eyebrow is already marked. I mean, even though I have not much eyebrow, I still have to mark it in order to get a more clean cut, as well as when it's marked, it's a bit more prominent. You see it a lot better. See? A little sexy mark there. And to mark it, Again, you know, there's many different options. You could use a razor, you could use one of these eyebrow shavers, which again are very, very, very cheap, or you can wax them, or pluck them, or twist them, or thread them. So many different options. So basically what I do, I get a mirror, of course, and you follow the line or the look of the brows that you want. There are many different styles. You Google it, you see different styles of brows, and you pick one that you think might be more suitable for your face or for the look that you like, as well as the thickness, thinness. Again, it's based on you, but this video is based on how I like to do my brows. Okay, so basically I'm just going to draw it on, and I always start from the bottom. When I draw it, I start from the middle by my nose here. Reason being, why do I draw it from my nose? Probably because that's the way I see people draw it. But for me, it gives me a better angle as to where it is I want the eyebrow to fall. As well as it will help when it is you're trying to make the other eyebrow the same height as this one. It's easier for you to average as to where the other one will start. So I will start this one here and start this one probably like around here. I've also seen that there are many different techniques in terms of all kind of charts you could use to guide you in doing your brows. And when I say charts, all kind of physics and geometry and all kind of thing. I ain't got time for that. If you have time for that, you could do that. Again, you could just Google it and see. But for me, that's a bit too much. So I draw the bottom and I draw the top. Basically, the way I want it. And then when you reach somewhere like around here, I don't know what kind of angle to call that. What is that, a 45 degrees angle? Yeah, from your nose to here, which is a 45 degrees angle. You kind of let the highest point hit. Again, that's a preference. And when you reach the highest point, you just come down to meet the brow. And that's it really for the first brow. Second brow, you basically do the same. The only thing for me is that when I try to do this brow, because I got a lot of boobage, it's kind of difficult to find a place for my hands to rest. But still, it shouldn't be that difficult. You just mirror how you did this one. You go up. When you reach the 45 degrees, you know, you go down and you make a peak. As well, you could use your pencil to average to see if it's lining up properly on the bottom, on the top, and if you have one long enough, you could even line it up to see that the 2 points are hitting the same place. Whew, I'm feeling like I'm making it sound complicated, but really and truly it's not. And that's it, eyebrows drawn. And from there you just fill them in. Alright, so you'll notice that I didn't draw it straight here and just make it like a block. Although again, it's based on preference. A lot of people, I don't know why they like the look that gives. Me personally, I don't. And I don't know if you've ever heard it saying that, you know, you have to kind of easy in your brows, you know. It's not supposed to be so rigid and so I don't know what to call it, so blocked out. So what I do with my spoolie, I come from the edge here and I kind of brush it in. And when you brush it in, it will create a sort of a faded look. And it sometimes helps if it is the spoolie has a little bit of product on it. I'm always using this spoolie so it will have a little bit of product on it, so that when you do this, when you brush it in, it still gives the effect of a shade, but not the actual, it will be too stark and rigid. So you see, it's kind of easy. If it is, well, some people as well, they pull it straight down, and this could also help in getting some product on it. And if it is the brow itself doesn't look the shade that you want, or it doesn't look as prominent, you could always just go back in and fill in a bit more. Just fill in wherever it is you find you're missing some color. If it is as well, you find the brows looking like they're not totally defined, you still have to clean up. And when you clean up, that's where a lot of the shaping is seen. Okay, so when it comes to cleaning up the brows, I use my Eyebrow Pro Concealer in 2 shades. Now, you use a darker shade to the top, which is a shade that is closer to your complexion. If it is you wanted to still have a highlighted look, you could probably go 1 shade lighter than your complexion. On the bottom, however, you use a shade that is probably 2 to 3 times lighter than your complexion, and that's to give it a lifted, highlighted look. For over my brow, I use Beautiful Bronze, which is the shade that I always use. But for under my brow, I use a whole different range, depending on how bright I want it to look or what type of look that I'm going for. Today I am using Warm Honey. Sometimes I use Fawn, sometimes I use Toffee, depending on how I feel or what I have. And to apply it, with this you could use the brush that it comes with. But I don't really like to use the brush because it's your face that you're working on, and sometimes your face might have some little germs, as well as if it is using the same product on different people, you have to be careful of sanitation, so it's easier to clean a brush like this. See, now this is a product brush, I wouldn't really try to clean this. So this brush I have here is a concealer brush. I'm not sure which brand it is, it's probably Caramia. But it's basically a brush that you have straight sides on top, which will give you cleaner cuts. And all you do basically is put the product on the brush and then you apply it. Again, don't rush it. Take your time and do it, especially if it is you're very new to it. As I get more accustomed doing it, the process will be a lot faster. Basically, you just put the product, and I always start with under my brow first. And I start to clean up again based on the shape that I want and based on the look that I want. I'm using the tip of the brush and I'm going very lightly because I don't want to make any mistakes. And I can't really talk while I do this, so I'm just going to do it. So that's basically it for cleaning up. What you will notice is that I come straight down here to form a V, and the reason why I do that is to make sure that it's aligned. So I know that if it touches, that they both meet right in the middle of my nose and it looks uniform like that, I know that my brows are more or less level. After this, all you do, you blend out the concealer. After I blend it out, I take just a little bit of my setting powder. Again, some people set their concealer, some people don't, depending on what you're going to do afterwards. But for me, I always like to set it with a little bit of Sacha Buttercup. And again, the setting powder is just to make sure that it does not crease. And that's it. That's it for my brow. Alright guys, I'm finished with my makeup, and if you guys want to see how I came up with this look, the video should be up. I don't know if before this or after this, but it'll be up. But that's it for my brow tutorial, Hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to see more of those types of videos, please let me know in the comments. It's always good to try something different. I know that this channel is more about my journey in terms of me practicing and learning and trying different techniques, but at the same time, as much as I can show you guys or share my knowledge, I will be very happy to do that. So let me know in the comments. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.